Hi, Steve. This is Tom over at Facilitron. Hey, seeing that we're not going to hook up together for the association meeting next month, I thought I'd go ahead and just send you a quick overview video of the work order system, just to give you and some of your staff some just general ideas on how it works and how we're different, maybe perhaps than other systems. Okay, so I'm signed in as a originator role at the school site right now. So the way this is laid out is we have shortcuts on the left, and then the menu is the menus that are applicable to the role in which I'm signed in as. So as a school person, all I get to see is new, active search, review and close. I get to see reports. These are reports directly related to the work orders at the campus. And then under manage, I get to manage my profile, which is just basically my address, phone number, email, that kind of information. The typical scenario is that the office manager at the school site signs in and he or she just goes new. It knows based on their user credentials who they are, where they're at, phone number, location. And so I can just type in, let's say, ceiling tile stain. Oops. Okay, so ceiling tile stained, I'll hit create. That's it. So that's, strangely enough, that's how simple it is for the school site. If they did need to attach a photograph, they could hit the browse button. If I was on a mobile device, when I hit browse, it would ask me if I wanted to take a picture with my camera, so they could attach a file to this. The file could be a Word document, a photo, it could be any normal regular document that most people have. They can also up here search for work orders, and then the search button here allows them to have a search screen, just like Google, to where they could search for work orders. I could put in like 203 right there, and now it'll search for every work order for room 203 during this time period. So that's kind of what that's doing. I'm going to go up here, and I got a special top secret screen where I can change my role. I'm going to change myself now to a maintenance role. These are the other roles in the system. I'm not going to go over those. I'm just going to mention there's a whole bunch of them that are customized to individual users. And as a maintenance user, now I'm signed in as the system administrator, so this would be the same role that you would have. So again, we have shortcuts on the left, a few more buttons, and then the work order menu, as you can see, is really filled out now. A whole lot of stuff, a whole lot more of features and things. And then under reports, these are all the reports related for work orders. Obviously, we have a ton of them. One thing that differentiates Facilitron from all our competitors, everybody has a report generator, but we have all these canned reports created over the years by our school districts. So this is where school districts said, hey, we want thus and such, and we want it just to print out with a click of a button. So they just give us an example, and we reverse engineer it, put it right into the system. One unique thing with our customer report generator is that can be mailed to you so that you don't even have to sign in. So that allows you, for your managers or supervisors, to be emailed, for example, a open work order report Monday morning and a closed work order report on Friday, so they can better track their staff. The manage is all the static things that don't change, your people, your places, your things, and all of the related things that, for example, that are maintenance items such as inventory. Those are all here in the static menu. So we have fixed assets, consumables as well, and then we have some really neat email alerts so that you as the managers can be on it. When I say on it, like if a work order goes over 90 days, ta-da, you can get a stagnant work order alert to alert you to that. Are you watching a specific site because the superintendent is concerned about it? You can then have a work order origination alert. So every time that school site sends in a work order, you can get an email on your phone to let you know they sent in a work order and here's the details of that. So the way this works, generally speaking, for day-to-day for maintenance is the work orders are always coming in. This little number here, it's received 86, so there's 86 incoming. So this number gets updated every 30 seconds. I'll click that receive button. It takes me to the inbox. And the way the inbox works is on the left side is the work order information, and then on the right side is the action. So what I typically will do is I'll look at it, I'll go, okay, this is a broken sink, so that might be a plumbing problem. So I'll say plumbing, I'll assign an individual, and then I'll hit receive. And what happens is when I hit receive is the individual who created this, Jen, at the Education Center, she'll get an email, and then Wally in maintenance, he'll get an email. So this is work order number 3488, and it's for a broken sink. So I'll hit receive. So we'll see 3488 disappear. And now Wally would have just gotten an email saying, hey, there's a sink broken over at Citrus. So now what Wally does is he'll go and actually complete the work order, And so I'll go, what's that, 3488? So I'll go over here, look up the work order, and if I was Wally, I would see a version of this screen that's customized to a maintenance tech. And what I would do is I would conduct the repairs. I would say replaced sink in my action taken. I would go to cost here. I would add any labor. I'll say, I'll say 2 hours. It knew, by the way, that it was Wally, so it pre-populated that. I'll hit insert, and then it records at the top. I'll go back to the work order and hit this close button, and that's it. Done. So now we have all the work received, assigned, hours recorded, and closed, all in those just a couple of quick, easy steps. Now the system has lots of other little features, shortcuts, and of course it has all the sundry stuff you would expect. So it records history so that you can audit a work order in case somebody calls and wants information on it. We have specific little quick reports that you can get on the work order. So if it's a vandalism, you can get a work order cost estimate or a work order details report so that you can attach that to the invoice to the parent for the vandalism. So it has all those neat little things. And then of course it has built-in, it has PMs. It also has, for example, for a HERA, not that everybody has to use this, but I know the nurse's office at Citrus has some asbestos. So by me choosing Citrus nurse's office, this little AHERA warning came up. So it has all kinds of neat things like that. And if I was that individual, Freddie, the maintenance tech who was actually closing the work order, that might be useful just to see that label up there, go, oh, there's some asbestos on the furnace elbow. So, to avoid that. But that's the gist of it. Now, everything that you do see that are in the menus here, they're just part of the work order system. There's no modules. We don't turn stuff on and off. What we do is under the system defaults and settings, we can configure it as well as you can, but we turnkey it for you. So with you, we will set up the system defaults and settings with the school district so that everything's just dialed in and perfect for you guys. So that's kind of how that works. And then all the other stuff, we step you through. If you're going to use a HERA, we'll just step you through that process. We'll step you through setting up reports. We'll step you through what all these menus specifically do, how the calendar works, how things get populated on the calendar, that kind of stuff. So anyhow, I just wanted to give you a quick overview. If you do have any questions, hopefully this will cause those to be created. And feel free to send me any questions you have. I can do a demo on a specific feature in depth that you'd like, or we could hook up and go over ideas that you might have. I'll just mention this little thing since I'm noticing it. This is a little toggle here that allows you to add task to a work order versus just having a standard work order with just one description, one location. So just to kind of do that again, this now has task, and now you can have a work order that might traverse multiple locations at the school site. So you might have a work order that says do a deep cleaning, and the first one might be on classroom this, and then I'll put in deep clean, add, I'll say deep clean over here, and now this will be a different location. Now it's going to be over here. And I can also rate this. This is for doing like inspections where you want to track the condition. So anyhow, lots of neat little things like that. But I don't want to go too much into it. Just want to give you an overview. If you have any questions, hey, give me a holler. I look forward to talking to you guys and hope you're doing great. Stay safe. Talk to you soon.